This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
The Human Resources Minister gets his HR skills a little awry, says sorry to the King of Chess for questioning whether he was an Indian.
I wish to award him an honorary degree today, sir.
But the hurt chess wizard says no thanks to a doctorate offered to him at Hyderabad. Chief Minister Karunanidhi fires an uncanny salvo, says he'll play by the rules at the state and centre if the Congress plays along. Meanwhile, the AIADMK rolls out their carpets to their cubs, revamps their strategy as district secretaries brainstorm. And it's a day to give it up for the chaste bond of love between a brother and the sister. The country celebrates Raksha Bandhan. Good evening, this is Headlines Now on Ndtv-Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. It's been a difficult day for road users with the rains and the disruption of bus services, but perhaps the festive spirit in the air is a respite. A day also when the King of 64 Squares was not too proud of his countrymen. That and plenty more coming your way in the next 30 minutes. But first, the national headlines. The centre struggles to rework the contentious clause of the nuke bill. The minister in charge says they're open to suggestions.
And I'm sure we'll be able to work consensus on this contentious issue also.
A blow to Vedanta in Orissa. The environment minister cancels his Nyamgiri mining project for violating environment and forest laws. And a rough start for Mr. and Mrs. Tharoor. Their flight to the Gulf returns after a technical snag. A candle in the wind. Mother Teresa is remembered on their birth anniversary. A photographer in New Delhi dedicates an exhibition. One of India's best-known sportspersons, winning accolade after another and setting new records. But Vishwanathan Anand today has been dragged into an unnecessary controversy over whether he is in fact an Indian citizen. But the Union HRD Minister Kapil Sibal has apologized to the world chess champion after he denied a doctorate today when he was questioned about his citizenship on a visit to Hyderabad. Mr. Sibal said, and I quote, "We are sorry for what had transpired. We wish to award him the honorary degree on Tuesday itself, but since Anand showed his inability to attend the event on Tuesday, it won't be possible to give him the degree." He also said that there is no issue on the matter as Anand has agreed to accept the degree at a convenient time depending on his availability.
We are willing to, we wish to award him an honorary degree today itself, in the evening. He indicated to me that this may create a problem because he's got some other functions in place. So I said, well, in that case, any date of your convenience, which he has very kindly accepted.
And all this happened when the ICM, or the International Congress of Mathematicians, wanted to confer a doctorate on Anand in Hyderabad this week. But the Human Resources Development Ministry raised a query about whether Anand had an Indian passport. Anand is an NRI who lives in Spain for most of the year. Now, after a debate, the three-time world champion will finally not be getting the honorary doctorate degree that triggered the row. The HRD minister, Kapil Sibal, spoke to Anand and is understood to have urged him to accept the award. But after media reported the delay, the University of Hyderabad decided to confer the doctorate to Anand at a function on Tuesday night. However, Anand decided to postpone that, and speaking to NDTV, Vishy's wife Aruna has said that the issue is likely to be resolved now that she has also provided details of Anand's passport to the ICM, but she admitted that Anand did feel hurt. And here's what the King of Chess tweeted of the controversy. He says, "It is just irritating, this whole doctorate debacle. Don't they see that I always play with the Indian flag by my side? I am in Hyderabad to enjoy the simul chess and meet mathematician. Let's hope this doesn't spoil the ambience. I'm having a great time." And the General Secretary of the Tamil Nadu State Chess Association, Murali Mohan, joined us with his reaction to this whole episode.
we were utterly shocked. A person who has done so much for the game of chess by winning so many titles has been denied doctorate. It's really humiliating to call him over and not giving him. Why should you call him and then deny him? That's one question. Second thing is why the nationality has come now. When Mrs. Aruna has already sent the papers, they could have checked up. When he played and won the World Championship, he was an Indian and all the Indians felt proud and we all celebrated. So the question of his nationality should not have arisen. Have we not honored many foreign nationals? This is something very, very strange.
And Vishy's Chennai fans were obviously a disappointed lot. Here's how some of them reacted.
Yeah, it's been a great insult to all the sportsmanship because world champion, two-time world champion has been insulted because of asking him and he's an Indian. It's such an insult. They should think that it is a real hero. He's a real hero in the chess world.
Yeah, if you're calling a national hero and asking these type of questions like whether you are from Spain, I think that is basic flaw of the organizing committee. And they should have realized that you're calling a person who is regarded as very highly esteemed in his own country. So to that extent, I feel that it's an insult to India as a whole because they don't understand the importance of India in the global scheme of things. I would see it as a very stiff upper lip kind of thing that is coming through.
Done enough to prove that he has to be respected in a greater way, right? Because he has done a lot to the country. The name of the country he has taken it to a different level, so he should be respected in a proper way.
And you have also been sending us your feedback. In fact, here's what Venugopal, a viewer, says. Anand, who has checkmated many champions, was at the receiving end of the game. It only goes on to show how such a brilliant sportsman was insulted and victimized. Vishy's case proves how funny our system of officialdom is. And you can continue telling us what you think about this. Send us what you think to feedback at ndtv-hindu.com. Well, Vishy and his wife expressed their disappointment in the virtual world as well. Divya Kumar gets us this tweet on our special segment, Writing on the Wall.
On Writing on the Wall today, we have the reactions of Vishwanathan Anand and his wife Aruna Anand on this issue of his doctorate degree being denied. Vishy Anand's status says, "I'm an alien, a Spanish alien, a Spanish man in India." And Aruna Anand's Facebook status says, "I learned today my husband is a foreigner." We have been getting several reactions from our viewers, so if you have anything to comment, keep sending in your entries to feedback at ndtv-hindu.com and also contact us on our Facebook account.
Now, in other news, a lot of you might have faced quite some transport trouble today if you had step out. That was because of a section of MTC employees who had gone on a strike demanding an increase in their wage hike. The employees, who were members of the DMK trade union Labour Progressive Front, were on a strike which crippled the bus transport system in the city. Employees of other unions were hesitating to foray out, while the union backed by the ruling government did go out with those protests, which only added to the increasing number of woes by the commuters that resulted in a major shortage of services at many depots. Buses were not even being let out for some time. Now, with the 2011 elections getting closer, political parties have plenty on their agenda. At the DMK MPs meet today, Karunanidhi reiterated that his party was sticking with the Congress in the upcoming assembly elections. This comes on the back of reports that the Congress was seriously contemplating going it alone in the upcoming assembly polls in the state. Ndtv-Hindu has learnt that Karunanidhi decided to ignore inflammatory anti-DMK comments made by Congress state leaders like EVKS Ilangovan after being briefed by Union Minister Gulab Nabi Azad. Azad, as learnt, had committed full support to the DMK for assembly elections in 2011. This has prompted Karunanidhi today to state that if Congress sticks by the rules of the game, the DMK too would stick to the coalition dharma in both the state and the centre. Well, the Chief Minister also opined on the selection of the Chief Information Officer, saying details would not be disclosed on the new appointment and that would be done only till the Governor's queue.
அந்த தகவல்களை முழு விவரத்தை நான் சொல்ல விரும்பவில்லை. காரணம், தேர்தல் முடிவை கவர்னர் அவர்கள் அறிவிக்க இருக்கிறார்கள். அதற்கிடையில் அந்த விவரங்களை எல்லாம் விவரவாரியாக சொல்ல விரும்பவில்லை.
And joining us for more details on that reaction by the Chief Minister is our political reporter Shabir Ahmed, joining us from the Hindu studios. Shabir, the ruling DMK in the Tamil Nadu has obviously opposed the goods and services tax as well, and the proposed common entrance tests for medical colleges this time around. After the DMK, what do you think after that gag order, what the DMK is really suggesting this time?
Well, the DMK is happy, and it's a major relief for Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, because for the past several weeks, if you have noticed, EBK Silongon, the former TNCC president, has been on a warpath against DMK. In fact, making speeches and remarks against the DMK and the Congress alliance, as well as in particular targeting the Chief Minister on various schemes and other issues relating to the state, saying that in fact he went to the extent of commenting and saying that the DMK government in the state is surviving at the Congress's mercy. So that's the kind of reaction that has been from former TNCC president in Tamil Nadu, and it was a major embarrassment for the DMK, because both of them are in an alliance, and it will send across a bad message to the party workers at the ground level, and to also it is an election year, and it will send across a different message to the party workers as well as to the other parties as well. While on one hand AIADMK is trying to woo the Congress, on the other hand the DMDK is also trying to approach the Congress. So that was the concern of the DMK, but now DMK seems to be very happy after Ghulam Nabi Azad intervened and said that no leader should talk about the alliance or any other issues relating to it in the public forum, or else strict action will be taken. But the DMK MPs meet was primarily focused to threaten the Congress at the centre, and that is what Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, immediately after he announced that the DMK MPs meet will be convened and they will be discussing about issues relating to the central and the state government. It was very clear indication for the Congress at the centre to warn its local leaders here in Tamil Nadu not to speak about alliance, and Karunanidhi has once again been successful in switching off the Congress leaders here in the state, Evelyn.
Right, Shabir, but at the same time, the Chief Minister did also take a chance to oppose that goods and service tax and the common entrance tests. Do you get a feeling that when the centre has proposed many of these schemes, Karunanidhi disposes of them?
Well, Evelyn, Karunanidhi's main concern on these two issues is only one thing, that a uniform tax pattern will always have practical difficulties in implementing, because Karunanidhi, when VAT was implemented all across India, Karunanidhi had his own concerns, and he had expressed, but at the same time finally Karunanidhi agreed over that issue. And also Karunanidhi's main contention in this particular issue is that the entire draft bill GST is a flawed design, and it has an unrealistic timetable, and it will have practical difficulties. So Karunanidhi today he made it very clear with this resolution, saying that the state government should not infringe in the rights of the central government should not infringe in the rights of state government. It should not, any decision by the central government should not affect the state government. And also he said, when asked about that why he is opposing this scheme and this GST bill, he said very clearly that after several negotiations and after several discussions, they have come to this conclusion. And also coming to the point of common entrance exam which was proposed by the Medical Council of India, Karunanidhi made it very clear that this will be completely against the social justice system that has been followed in Tamil Nadu, and it will be against the 69% reservation, which is the government policy here. And also Chief Minister made it very clear that in 2007 and 8 they scrapped the entrance exam, and now it will be totally against the students, the rural students from districts. Evelyn.
Right, thanks very much indeed for that, Shabir Ahmed, joining us there with what the DMK has been resounding for quite some time now. Meanwhile, the AIA-DMK Supremo Jayalalitha convened a meeting of 45 party district secretaries and 18 senior AIA-DMK office bearers who are in charge of different districts at her residence. The meeting is believed to have discussed the appointments of youngsters from the party's youth brigades in booth-level committees so as to oversee assembly elections in 2011. The booth-level committees comprise of mostly seniors, and that has led to criticism within the party during the 2009 Lok Sabha polls, when many seniors reportedly deserted the election booths under pressure from either the state police or the ruling DMK's bigwigs. And joining us on the phone line for more on that meeting is our senior correspondent Peer Muhammad. Peer, looks like the main opposition is definitely raring to go. How significant do you believe that this meeting was?
Yes, Evelyn, today's meeting is to prepare the party for the elections. Party's machinery completely geared up towards meeting the 2011 assembly elections in this particular meeting. The district secretaries and the senior leaders who are in charge of various districts, they are instructed to spread the videos containing the ADMK Supremo Jayalalitha's speeches at the Coimbatore rally and Trichy rally. They are asked to spread these videos even to the last village in Tamil Nadu. The lakhs of villages and the public in those villages should see the video. That is the instruction given by ADMK Supremo today at the meeting. And another important thing is the booth level committees should comprise of youth picked up from the youth brigades so that they will stand.
Right, thanks very much indeed, Peer, for joining us with those latest details. Well, still ahead on the bulletin, brothers and sisters join in the festive season in button line with the latest fads. And we'll tell you why on earth the Big B is giving the cricketers quite a hard time.